Interaction between biotic and abiotic components. There is a give and take relationship between abiotic and biotic components. The abiotic components supply nutrient to producers. Producers prepare food for consumer. When producers and consumers die, they are decomposed into simpler substances by decomposers. These simpler substances are put back into the soil, air and water, and they are again absorbed by producers, and the cycle is repeated again and again, and this is called as cycling of matter. Moving ahead, let's understand food chain. Food chain is a feeding interaction between organisms of different population in an ecosystem. Here we can see grass is being eaten by deer and deer is being consumed by tiger. This over here represents a food chain which consists of producer, primary consumer and secondary consumer. It comprises unidirectional flow of energy in the form of food from producers to consumers through a series of organisms that eat and are eaten by other organisms. Let's understand features of a food chain. Sun is the primary source of energy for all food chain and hence we call sun as the ultimate source of energy. Living beings are dependent on one another for their survival. A goat eats grass and man eats goat's meat. Similarly, deer eats plant and it is eaten by tiger. This sequence of eating and being eaten forms a food chain. Let's take a look at the following features. First, every food chain begins with green plant, which are called as producers because they produce food from inorganic molecules. Second, animals are called consumers because they consume or eat food produced by green plants. Third, animals that eat plants are called as primary consumers and are herbivores. Next, animals that eat herbivores are called as secondary consumers and they are carnivores. A food chain may even include tertiary consumer which feeds on secondary consumer. A food chain basically consists of three steps and each step represents a trophic level. A basic food chain is producers, primary consumer, and secondary consumer. Producers are plants, primary consumers are herbivores, and secondary consumers are carnivores. In a food chain, there may be 3 to 5 trophic levels, and the transfer of food energy takes place from one organism to another organism at each trophic level. And since there is an energy constraint, there are maximum of 5 trophic levels and there cannot be more than that. So here we have the first trophic level which is grass, second trophic level that is insect, third trophic level that is frog, and fourth trophic level that is snake. So grass is producer, insect is primary consumer, frog is secondary consumer, whereas snake is tertiary consumer. All living organisms form one or other trophic level in food chain. First, producers are the first trophic level, herbivores are the second trophic level, carnivores are the third trophic level, and top carnivores are at the fourth trophic level.